In this video of nature versus nurture, I will be examining characteristics by taking a closer look at the theory and studies of nature versus nurture. Personality characteristics I inherited from my father was the social nature, and I inherited anxiety from my mother. This explains both the nature and nurture in my environment, as they were my primary caregivers. I share 50% of my genes and grew up in the shared environment with them. Genes can influence environments, but environments can also influence genes. Let's take a look at the theories and studies of heritability, shared environment, and non-shared environment. Heritability is a trait due to the variation of the gene. Populations of a specific group of people may be different from another specific group of people. Manis explained that the theory of heritability ranges from 40% to 70% for common traits and 70% to 90% for mental disorders. Children and adults raised in the same environmental influences are referred to as a living in a shared environment or a common environment, as reported by Manis. Shared environmental influences and factors are sibling similarities in shared peer groups. Manis indicated that 25% of shared environments accounts for the variability in IQ scores for children in shared environmental settings. Non-shared environment is two influences that make children raised in the same environment different, such as parents, siblings, household, and neighborhood. These differences in the non-shared environment reflect 15% of variability in IQ scores, as reported by Manis. One study performed by Meany removed rat pups from nurturing mothers and placed them with non-nurturing mothers. Manis indicated that this research provided evidence that the removed pups from the inherited low anxiety placed the pups with the non-nurturing mothers. These pups produced a chemical change in their brains to increase anxiety in these pups with the non-nurturing mothers, as indicated by Manis. Epigenesis is a chemical process that controls how genes get expressed without changing the DNA code. The rat pups, as mentioned above, were given a drug that increased the amount of methylation in the brain and reduced the fearful behaviors in the rat pups and reduced stress reductions, as reported by Manis. Lastly, after all the debate, the evidence provided by Manis indicates that shared environment is estimated for 25% variability in IQ scores in children, and non-shared environment is estimated for 50% of variability in IQ scores in adults. Environmental factors show that by not giving the body the correct amount of nutrients in a diet, the person may not reach their potential height in their DNA code, as researched by Manis. The big debate is solved. Both nature and nurture form who we are and our personality traits.